and welcome. I am Bastion and I will be leading you today on this yoga flow. Today's theme is Vinyasa, so it'll be a more easeful flow. And if you are new to yoga and if you have any injuries or anything that's holding you back, especially since this is on video, I encourage you to just keep mindful of your body if there's anything that does not align, anything that causes pain. Just pause and don't do that specific move. You can find an alternative or, just skip it altogether. I want this to be something that is aligned with you, and sometimes we push our bodies more than we should in painful ways, and that's not really helpful. So, we just want to keep that in mind. If you have any questions, of course, you can contact me, reach out, and yeah, so that's it. Thank you all for being here, and let's get started. So, I want you to find yourself in a comfortable seated position. Perhaps close your eyes or soften your gaze as we chant Om 3 times. So you will inhale, and then on the exhale, chant the word Om. Again, make sure you're seated in the ground. Maybe move your sits bones so you're in a neutral position. Sit up straight, chest out. Close or soften your gaze. And take a deep breath in. And exhale. Inhale. Inhale. And gently come back to your breath. Here, we will maybe set an intention, anything that suits you. Perhaps it's gratitude for being here, perhaps it's being present, or anything that you can think of. And you can hold that intention in your mind as we do a little bit Ujjayi breath, or ocean breath, or victorious breath, many names. And for this breath, again, you want to sit with your spine up straight, chest out, shoulder blades relaxed, and you keep your mouth closed, inhaling and exhaling, and make a little bit of sound. So if you've never done this breath before, just to give an idea, it kind of sounds like the ocean, which is why it's partially called ocean breath, or like sighing. So like if you were to do this with an open mouth on the exhale, it would sound like this. Very much sounds like the ocean. So we are going to make that noise by kind of constricting the throat vocal cords, but you're breathing in and out through the nose. So again, you can close your eyes or soften your gaze, and we'll do this for a few moments. Allow yourself to feel where that feels in your body as you're coming more centered and present in this moment. And as you feel comfortable, you can slowly open your eyes again and get ready to do a warm-up. So for the warm-up, we're going to be in easy pose, which is seated. with your legs crossed, hands on your knees. If you want more grounding, hands facing down. If you want to be more open, hands upward. Again, lengthen the spine, chest out. And we're going to do some seated torso circles. So as you're coming forward, you're going to be inhaling, and as you're going back, you can exhale. So here we go. Inhaling, come forward. Exhaling. Inhale, come forward. Exhaling to the back. And continue these rotations for a few moments. And then you can switch and rotate the other way. And then slowly come to center. We're going to do some shoulder rolls. Again, inhaling and exhaling. Inhaling, going forward, and exhaling on the back. Kind of bring your shoulders to the up and to the front, and then back, really stretching them out. Continue to do this at your own pace. And then reverse the direction. Bring them up, and then back and down. Continuing to breathe. And then relax the shoulders, come back to center. And now we're going to do some neck stretches. So you want to tilt your neck to the side. You can start with your right, and you tilt your ear to your shoulder. If you want a little bit of a deeper stretch, you can place your hand on your head and gently push it down. Not too hard, you don't want to overstretch your neck. Continue to breathe here for a few moments. Come back to center, and now we'll do it with the other side. Left hand, again, left ear to shoulder, and you can place your left hand on your head if you want a deeper stretch, not too hard, and continue to breathe. Come back to center, let's do the right side again. Come back to center, left side again. Come back to center. Now we will make our way to tabletop, where we will want to be on all fours with your wrist under your shoulders and your knees under your hips. Be on all fours. If you somehow got grass on your mat, you can push that off. I don't know where that came from, but there we go. Okay, so again, hands wrists under shoulders, knees under hips, and we're going to do some cat-cow. So you want to inhale for the cow and extend your chest folder, kind of dipping your stomach down. Exhale for cat, arching your back, bringing your gaze to your navel. Inhale, cow. Continue doing this a few times. Exhale, cat. And go at your own pace. And as you're able, come back to center. And we will meet at the top of the mount in mountain pose. Bring your feet to the top of the mat. Stand, feet a little bit separated, mountain pose. Inhale, we're going to do 3 rounds of sun salutation A. So inhale, bring your arms up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Inhale, chaturanga, lunge. Inhale, upward dog. Inhale, exhale, downward dog. Inhale, you can step or hop your way to the top of the mat. Exhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, mountain pose. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, chaturanga, low lunge. Inhale, upward dog. Exhale to down dog. Inhale, step or hop forward. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, mountain. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, chaturanga to low lunge. Inhale, upward dog. Exhale, downward dog. Inhale, come to the top of your mat. From here, we will go to Vinyasa to downward dog. So, and then from downward dog, I'm gonna move to 3-legged downward facing dog. So I want to inhale and lift the leg up, and exhale, kind of stretch it back. You can lift the right leg up and breathe here. And from here, we're going to come to a low lunge. So inhale, come step forward to a low lunge. Exhale, rise up. Inhale, lengthen the torso up, raise your arms upward to the sky for a low lunge and breathe into it. And from here, we'll step in. On the inhale, move into warrior 2, keeping your leg forward, knee bent, stretching your arms out long. Breathe into the warrior 2. If you can kind of drop down a little bit more as you're breathing. Drop the arms and step forward to mountain pose. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, release. And from here, we're going to go into tree pose. So you can step back a little bit. Inhale, plant your root down into your left foot, and you can bring your right foot up either to the ankle, to the knee, or further all the way up. After you get grounded, make sure that all four, your big toe, little toe, and your heel corners are on the ground, planted in. And again, you can bring your foot up to the knee. Find something to focus your gaze on. Soften your gaze. You can bring your hands to heart center, or you can have them out like a tree. And we'll hold here for a little bit. If you do lose your balance, just reset. You can release that. And here we'll vinyasa to downward dog to do the other side. And from here, in downward dog, you'll lift up your left leg on the inhale. And for the exhale, kind of stretch it further back. Breathe through it. And on an inhale, bring your foot forward to low lunge, rise up. Arms up straight. And breathe. As low as you can, if you can. And from here, go to warrior two. Again, making sure your front knee is facing forward. Left back leg is long. Extend the arms out. And breathe here. You can drop the arms and come back to mountain pose. Breathe in and up. Let the arms come down. And here we will balance on the right leg for tree pose. Again, you can bring your foot to your ankle, to close to the knee, just below it, or up on your upper thigh. I'm not wearing the right pants for this. They're slippery with my socks. I'm just going to take my socks. Sorry. So, again, bring your foot inward forward. Find something to soften your gaze on. Kind of focus your gaze, and you can keep your hands at heart center or out like long like the branches of a tree. Really root down into the ground to keep your balance, having all four corners of your foot on the ground. Try to breathe up that energy through the grounding into your chakras. If you lose your balance, just reset. Intention is not to be perfect in yoga, it is to be connected to the body. And breathe here. And when you feel ready, you can bring your foot down. And we will vinyasa to downward dog. And from downward dog, you come through to warrior one. Both feet facing forward, warrior one. Breathe here. From warrior one to warrior two. Back foot goes to a 90-degree angle, arms extended out. Really breathe into this. And from here, we'll go down to reverse triangle, where you will, we'll go from here to side ankle pose, or drop your hand to the outside of your front foot, bending the knee forward, extending upward, breathe into it. If you have a block, you can use that as well. And from side angle, we'll go to reverse triangle, and leaning to the back, extending the front leg forward, lean to the back, inhaling, reaching back, and exhale, and then breathe into it. From here, go to triangle pose, twisting forward, putting your front hand on your front leg, and extending out to the side. Don't forget to breathe. Again, if you have a block, you can use that as well. Here comes up to center, Make sure both feet facing forward, and we'll do wide-legged forward fold, where you will be hinging from your hips, pushing your butt back towards the wall behind you, and coming forward. You can reach down to the ground if you have blocks, or easier if you can't get all the way down. Just breathe into it.